Hello, everyone. It's Fred again from Notes of a Nomad. Just want to tell you something that's happening this coming week. In fact, tomorrow, myself and three of our old scouting friends are going to the Sea Holly, and we're going out for a cruise from Saturday till Tuesday. And something we've been looking forward to with COVID-19 sort of stopped us from doing that up until now. So finally, we're going to have our boat trip that we missed earlier this year. Show you a few pictures and tell you some of the things that we're going to do because we've been doing this for the past 10 years or so. So the picture we're showing now is the four of us plus our scoutmaster who's not able to join us. And there's one other fellow who's also not able to join us, but the four, there's myself and Captain Ken and Fast Eddie and Spring Chicken, who's the youngest, Mati. And at the back is our scoutmaster from decades ago, Ron, who currently lives in Toronto and is unable to join us. He's managed to join us twice over the last 10 years. This was in September 2018 when he last joined us. So we're on our way where the Sea Holly currently is at Ladysmith, and we're going to make our way to Ganges. And some of the things we do when we're on board is, number one, we eat. We cook for each other, and it's a great bonding exercise when you cook and you help each other. And this is something that I've learned over the years. And in fact, in the book by Cameron Herold called Meeting Suck, whenever they have a get-together, he suggests all the people cook together and they get to know each other and bond with each other, and that I can attest to is wonderful. So definitely we'll be cooking for each other and eating. We seem to find lots of food to eat during our 3.5-day trip, which we're about to embark on tomorrow, which is exciting. We also play cards. We're playing cribbage. The gentleman who's here is Mark. He lives in Ganges or on Salt Spring Island, and he takes pleasure in joining us, and he's planning to join us again, I understand, to beat us at cribbage. That's one of his favorite occupations. So there's Mark, and then his friend, we know him from Mati and Ed, playing cribbage. Another shot of us playing cribbage is up on the upper deck, and in this case, there's Dave. Dave is not able to, he was a scout with us in the late 50s, early 60s as well. He's not able to join us this time. Hopefully he can join next cruise. This is in Salt Spring Island in Ganges in the port. So you can see there's a well-known tugboat. It's always in the harbor, well-maintained and looked after. It's sort of one of the sights you see whenever you arrive in Ganges in the harbor. And another picture of Ganges Harbor, one of my favorite is this particular one, because the seaplanes take off and the reflection on the ocean of the clouds is quite remarkable because it was like almost like a mirror that day. So there's Captain Ken, and there's a Salt Spring Air seaplane. And I'll show you, just point out, there's a area where people can wait for the seaplanes. And there's a bench there that I will show you and what happened and what was exciting about the bench. We also, if we have the opportunities, we stop on another island and we play Horseshoe. At this point, we're showing, hey, we got a ringer. Did very well with horseshoes. Not that I'm an expert, but hey, did manage to get a ringer that time. And another thing is eating ice cream. I've always been an ice cream fan, and now with a little bit of good South African liqueur from Amarula, it's like Bailey's cream. It's delicious. So I'm sure we'll be having some Amarula and ice cream this coming weekend. And this is the plaque on the bench that's on the dock by the seaplanes. It's been devoted to Bob Rogers, who was a well-known photographer. He was the nephew of Fast Eddie, who's one of our crew members. And this plaque says, "The world was his studio, Salt Spring was his home. He captured our hearts, one image at a time." That's a wonderful picture of Bob. He used to come and join us on the boat. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago, but of cancer, if I recall. But it was wonderful to share some food and time with Bob. That's us sitting on the bench. It's a beautiful yellow cedar bench, and it's on the dock. You can see some of the wings from some of the seaplanes behind that, where people can wait for the planes to arrive or wait for the planes before they leave, and they can sit on Bob Rogers' bench. And after that, Captain Ken, there's Ken in the background there, decided, hey, we should invite people. The Sea Holly was right on the dock next to the seaplanes, invited them for some wine and some snacks and cheese, etc. So these were some of the people who came when the bench was unveiled back in May 2019. So that's some pictures, and this is the last picture, which I think I showed you previously, of me on the Sea Holly early this year on my rowing machine. I'm hoping to get back to the Sea Holly later this year in a month or two. It was a good time for me. I managed to get a lot of things done while I was there. I didn't intrude on anybody. I could have meetings late at night with people in Nepal or India, or early in the morning sometimes. So that's one of the things I must say is I appreciate the friendship and the friends that we have from many decades ago, and I'm looking forward to having a wonderful weekend. So that's the latest news. We'll be leaving tomorrow and coming back on Tuesday, eating ice cream, playing cribbage, and eating a lot of food with my friends from decades ago. So hope all is well with you. Wishing you, your friends, and your family lots of love and laughter from Fred and Notes of a Nomad. Au revoir. Adios. Bye for now.